If you are on your way to taking your state exam to get your real estate license, congratulations to you. But you are still kind of unsure of what to do next, well, this video is for you, so definitely keep watching.
Yeah, I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me.
Hey y'all, it's Faith, aka your faithful realtor, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. What's good? You have passed your real estate exam, your state exam, and now you're just trying to figure out what to do next. Well, what to do next is now you have to join a brokerage. Okay, a lot of people don't know this, but when you're looking to join a brokerage, you're actually interviewing them and them not interviewing you. So it's kind of like the opposite way of a regular interview. If you were to go to, like, you know, a 9-to-5 job, you know, they'll be interviewing you, but you're gonna be interviewing them. So you're basically trying to figure out and make sure that this company or brokerage is the place where you need to be. You're making sure that this is the place where you feel the most comfortable, where you feel you'll be the most successful, and hey, where you feel you'll want to be until you maybe want to start your own company. So on this journey of you trying to figure out which brokerage that you want to hang your license, I always recommend interviewing at least 2 to 3 brokerages just to get a feel for everyone and just try to weigh out your pros and cons, because you may have a friend that tells you, oh, this brokerage is great, blah 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 blah, and then you have someone else saying, oh, this brokerage is great, I love my brokerage, but that may work for this person and that may work for this person. So you ultimately have to figure out what works for you. Just in my experience, I am licensed in Louisiana and I am currently at my 3rd brokerage, and I've been licensed for, I'm in my 3rd year, so I've been to 3 brokerages within my 3 years. So my first brokerage, it was a big brand brokerage, a big name brokerage that is basically universal, and I stayed there for my whole first year of me being a realtor. Honestly, I really liked it. I really liked the people that were there. The people were really helpful. They were really supportive. If I had any questions, they definitely didn't hesitate to ask. I loved my broker. I loved everything, but I was kind of one of the younger people in, you know, in the brokerage. It was a lot of older people. I didn't really find anyone like me in there, and I felt like I was missing that. And then also around the end of my first year, I just felt like I just needed something different. I felt like I needed more, in a sense. So I was like, you know, I feel like I want to leave. So I left and I joined a smaller, what we call boutique brokerage. I felt like I was promised these things, but then, you know, when I got further into it, when, you know, months and months started passing, I was just like, you know, this isn't the brokerage for me. And I was like, I need something more. Like, I felt like I was still missing something. So that landed me at the brokerage I'm with now. When I tell y'all, like, this brokerage, like, I be so geeked up when people ask me about my brokerage, because I just absolutely love the brokerage I'm with now. From the mentorship to the leadership that we have in our company to the things that they offer in our company is just phenomenal, and the people that are there is just phenomenal. It's like literally one big happy-go-lucky family. It's just one big family, and I absolutely love it. Like, if you need anything, like literally anything, it's like the brokers literally like beg you, like, do you need anything? Like, they literally ask you without you having to ask, right? And I just want you guys ultimately to have that amazing feeling that I have when I talk about my brokerage. I want y'all to feel the same way. So like I said, you're gonna be interviewing these brokerages. When you go and set these interviews with these brokerages, come prepared. When I went to my first brokerage, I literally had printed out my questions, put it in a manila envelope, and I came prepared. You want to come prepared with questions to ask these brokerages to make sure that it is the right fit for you. So the first question that you could ask is, what is the culture like? Do we have an office or is it virtual? How often do we come in the office? Is there space to really speak with the agents and brainstorm on ideas? Is that environment there for me to do that? How often can I come in the office? Is the office always going to be open for me to come in? So those type of things you really want to get clarification on, because I know a lot of people like me, I work better in office. I don't like being virtual a lot of the time. Some people are okay with being virtual and not, you know, meeting up in person. But if you're someone like me, then having an office and being able to go in there and go somewhere outside of your home, like working from home, I think that's a really good thing to have. Another question you can ask is, am I obligated to pay any dues or any fees? So is there any printing fees? Is there any monthly fees that I have to pay? Are there any admin fees? You don't want to get there and then, you know, when you have to print, oh, it costs $1 to print. Well, I didn't know that it cost $1 to print. You didn't know because you didn't ask that question up front before you signed up with that brokerage. So that's really a key question to ask, because you don't want to have a monthly due and you're a brand new realtor and you're not able to, you know, come up with this money to be able to sustain that obligation. So that is definitely a key question to ask. Another question is, how is your marketing? How are you open to technology? Do you use social media? Do you do print marketing? I know at my company they do all of that, and also every quarter they do billboards. So they implement billboards as a part of marketing their agents. So you can ask that as well. Another question to ask is, what does the brokerage cover? Do you guys cover business cards? Do you cover any headshots? Do you cover my marketing materials? Do you guys provide any signs, any open house signs, for sale signs, for lease signs, sold signs? Do you guys provide that, or do I have to come up and pay for that stuff myself? This question is a big one. Are there any trainings? Y'all, training is so essential, especially if you're brand new. You know nothing. Real estate school did not teach us anything. It literally just taught us how to pass a test. So if we're going to be going out into this real estate world and really actually handling real life transactions, do you guys offer any training that'll be able to sharpen my skills, that are able to help me stay on top of my game, to know how to write a purchase agreement, to know how to negotiate these deals, to know how to find clients, to know different things with mortgages and lending? Do you guys offer these services to me? And are there any monthly trainings or any monthly meetings that involve training? And how often do you guys have these trainings? Trainings is essential. What is the purpose of you holding my license if you're not even gonna teach me or train me or develop me up into being the best realtor that I can absolutely be? What is the point? Last but not least, this is like one of the bigger ones too. What is my commission split? They say money is not important, it's not the most important thing, but it is. It is. Because if the brokerage is taking a huge cut at the end, then you're gonna be highly upset when you get into a deal, especially your first deal, and you think you're gonna be making all this money. You saw what the percentage was that they was offering you for this particular house for working the deal, and then you get upset at the end because the money that you thought that you were gonna get isn't actually what you were gonna get. How you get paid as a realtor, when you're at the closing table, they will give you a check. This check is not written out to you. This check is written out to your brokerage. From there, you will bring that check to your brokerage. Your brokerage will cash that check, and then they will pay you your split. And then you will be highly upset if your split is fairly small. You will be highly upset at the amount of money that you get, because you thought you were getting this, but you didn't ask your brokerage what your split was, and in actuality, your split was this. and you're getting this much amount of money. So commission splits are definitely an important question to ask. I would say definitely save that question to be that last question that you ask, because if they don't have anything else that you're asking for as far as trainings like mentorships, things of that nature, if they don't have that, it doesn't even make sense to ask for the money, because if they're not offering that, then you need to be out of the door anyway. You don't even need to finish the interview. I'm playing. Finish the interview, be professional, but that's not going to be a brokerage that you want to keep on your roster. Those are some questions that I highly recommend that you ask, but there are so many more questions that you can ask. And how you can find those, you could go on Google and just search questions to ask a brokerage when you're interviewing them, or questions you can ask when you're interviewing a real estate brokerage. Like I said, interview 2 to 3, because you don't want to get caught up in switching all these brokerages, which you can do whatever you want. In Louisiana, we can switch brokerages as many times as we want, but if you want to transfer your license to another brokerage, I think it costs like $35 if I'm not mistaken, but there's no penalty for you wanting to switch a brokerage. But we just want to prevent that as much as you can. But I definitely hope this was helpful. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.